Bucks Pacers 3 versus 6 seed. Obviously, Giannis has a calf strain, so it looks like he's not going to start the series. But knowing him, Gene's pretty strong. Hopefully, he comes back at least midway through it. I mean, he came back last year, but those are completely different injuries. I get that as well too. But Pacers own them in the regular season as well too. And I'm definitely excited to kind of see that because they had a little bit of beef, especially with that game ball and whatnot. Tyrese Halliburton, kind of taunting Dame with the Dame time situation. I trust Doc Rivers to get you past the first round. Even without Giannis, or if Giannis comes back in the middle of the season, middle of the series, just because Middleton, Dame, and those cats have that experience outside of Pascal Siakam on the Pacers, I still think without Giannis, they're gonna win in 7. I think so. I think it's gonna be high scoring ass games because Bucks were one of the best offensive teams. Obviously, the Pacers were as well too. But I think if it's late game situations, I trust Middleton and I trust Dame to generate good shots as opposed to the Pacers team. But who y'all got?
I think those last few points are really good about like them generating great shots in the fourth quarter when games are tight.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm counting on a Bucks implosion here. This was my upset. I felt like between the Bucks and the Pacers that I was going to call. So I have the Pacers in 6.
Beat them in 6. Damn.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that they completely implode. I think Doc might be on his way to retirement in a situation like this if he loses this situation. I mean, I know obviously not having Giannis, maybe for halfway through the series isn't your fault completely, but hey, man, they gonna say it's your fault anyways at the end of the day when you're on that podium.
Yeah.
So, Pacers in 6. I think there could be like 1 or 2 blowout games in this series. I feel like Pacers will be the ones that are doing the blowout.
I can see that most blowouts, maybe 2 close games type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you?
I definitely can see the Pacers getting some blowouts, especially before Giannis comes back.
So you think you how I mean, we don't know, but how confident would you think he's gonna come back?
Yeah, I think if anything, it'll be like last year, where he came back and maybe wasn't 100%.
Yeah, but still gave niggas $30.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can't accurately call this just because I don't know. Like health is always an issue, but you just really don't know what's gonna happen with Giannis. So I feel like if he does come back and he's like any semblance of himself, say they split the first 2 games, and I would take the Bucks for the rest of the series. Mm-hmm. If he comes back and they're like down 0-2, then I would definitely go with the Pacers.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Hopefully this is coming out party for Tyrese, man. A lot of analysts were saying, especially Tim Legler, like a lot, he was saying this is going to be the series where, and Draymond said it too, where Pascal Siakam has to be the number 1 guy as well too. He's the number 2 optional championship team. Granted, the team was depleted, but throughout the playoff run, he played relatively well. But I think he's gonna have his way because Middleton ain't what he used to be. Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna get those switches. Gonna take Brook Lopez from the paint, so he should be able to be pretty consistent game 1 through however many games it takes. But like I said, at the end of the day, I still got faith in the Bucks.
And Halliburton hasn't been good. I don't say he hasn't been good.
I was gonna say that too
himself.
when you're talking about second team because of that injury he's had. He hasn't really played well the second half of the season.
That's why I had to correct myself, is he hasn't played like how he was playing in the first half of the season. Mm-hmm. He's still played better than most other players. He was going crazy to start the season.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like I got to but it's also a tapestry of like the season as a whole, comparing both ends. But just like in terms of the playoffs, I agree that Siakam I feel like should be the number 1 option.